The Philippines by day is all about beaches, traffic, and jeepneys. But when the sun goes down, another world wakes up. This is the world of Philippines nightlife, a mix of neon lights, street sounds, cheap beer, loud music, and endless stories that tourists and locals will never forget. Some call it paradise after dark. Others call it chaos. But everyone agrees, the nightlife in the Philippines is one of a kind. Let's be real. When foreigners talk about Asian nightlife, Thailand, Vietnam, or Bali usually steal the spotlight. But the Philippines? It's the underdog that surprises you. Manila, Cebu, Boracay, Angeles, Siargao, every spot has its own after-dark flavor. From wild clubs packed until sunrise to quiet seaside bars where the only soundtrack is waves and acoustic guitars, Philippines nightlife has something for everyone. Take Manila first. The capital is where money and madness collide. In Makati and BGC, nightlife means rooftop bars, cocktails that cost as much as dinner, and crowds of young professionals chasing the weekend. But drive just a few minutes away to Poblacion and the vibe flips. It's gritty, messy, full of dive bars, street food, and cheap beer towers. Poblacion is where the real chaos of Philippines nightlife lives. Strangers turning into friends at 2 a.m., street dancers performing for coins, and the occasional trouble that comes with too much alcohol. Then there's Cebu. The Queen City of the South doesn't fall behind. From Mango Avenue to IT Park, Cebu nights are fueled by karaoke bars, dance clubs, and late-night street food stalls selling siomai and barbecue. It's a mix of locals, tourists, and expats all chasing the same thing: fun. And Cebu nightlife comes with its own character. Less polished than Manila, but just as wild. Boracay and Siargao flip the script. Here, nightlife is about the island vibe. Beachfront bars with fire dancers, happy hours that last all night, and backpackers swapping stories over cheap rum. In Boracay, you can literally walk from one party to the next down White Beach. In Siargao, it's smaller, more intimate. One night everyone's at a jungle party, the next night at a surf shack bar, and you'll keep running into the same faces. Island nightlife in the Philippines feels more like a community than a scene. But let's not pretend it's all fun and games. Philippines nightlife has a dark side too. It's not just about parties. It's about money, temptation, and sometimes danger. Red light districts exist, especially in Manila and Angeles City, where the lines between entertainment and exploitation get blurry. Foreigners fly in chasing cheap thrills, and the locals who work those scenes often face risks most people don't see. That side of nightlife is controversial, uncomfortable, but undeniably part of the reality. Then there's safety. Tourists get pickpocketed, scammed, or worse when they're too drunk to notice. Locals know the rules. Watch your drink, keep your phone close, don't flash money. For foreigners, it's a crash course in street smarts. Some nights end with amazing memories, others with police stations or hospitals. That's the gamble of chasing thrills in Philippines nightlife. Still, despite the risks, the pull is strong. Why? Because nightlife here isn't just about clubs and bars. It's about culture. Filipinos love music, love dancing, love laughing. Karaoke is basically a religion. A street corner can turn into a party if someone plugs in a mic and a speaker. That's what makes Philippines nightlife so addictive. It feels human, raw, and alive. You don't need VIP tables or fancy outfits. Sometimes all it takes is a plastic chair, a bucket of beer, and good company. And here's the kicker. Nightlife in the Philippines isn't just for the young. Families gather for food and drinks. Grandparents still sing karaoke at midnight. Office workers head straight from overtime to KTV lounges. The spectrum is wide. It's not just wild partying, it's social bonding. Whether you're rich in Makati or broke in a barangay, nightlife is part of the culture. But just like everything in the Philippines, nightlife reflects inequality. In BGC, drinks cost half a day's wage. In Poblacion, you can party on coins. In Boracay, tourists spend like kings, while locals hustle to make ends meet. Nightlife is fun, yes, but it also reveals the gap between those who consume it and those who serve it. That's why some people say nightlife here is both celebration and survival. Now, is Philippines nightlife better than other countries in Asia? That's up for debate. Some travelers say it's underrated, more genuine, less polished, friendlier. Others say it's messy, inconsistent, even unsafe. But that contrast is exactly what makes it unforgettable. One night can be the best night of your life. The next night, a complete disaster. And people love that unpredictability. At the end of the day, Philippines nightlife is a mirror of the country itself. Loud, colorful, chaotic, sometimes frustrating, but full of heart. It's where stories are born, friendships are made, and mistakes are laughed about later. Whether you're in a luxury rooftop bar in Makati or sitting on the sand in Siargao with a cheap bottle of tanduay, the experience sticks. So the next time someone asks about nightlife in the Philippines, don't just think about neon signs and DJs. Think about the street food vendors feeding partygoers at 3 a.m. Think about the strangers singing karaoke like lifelong friends. Think about the energy that doesn't fade even when the sun comes up. That's the magic, the madness, and the mystery of Philippines nightlife. Because here's the truth. In the Philippines, the day may belong to work, but the night belongs to the people.